Millions of people across the US look to purchase a home every single year, but they don't know how to prepare. If that sounds like you, stay tuned to this video because I have 5 easy steps to help you accomplish your goal. Do want to remind you guys, if you find this video helpful, go ahead and like the video. Leave me a comment down below on things that you might have done to help you prepare if you're already a homeowner, or maybe some tips or advice I may have left out. Share this video with someone that you know is looking to purchase a home, and always turn on that notification bell so that you never miss one of my videos. All right, so let's get started. Step number 1 to prepare to purchase a home is going to be to start saving your money. A home purchase can be costly, even if you plan to use down payment assistance or if you just plan ahead. It is important to have money saved for your purchase. Now, with that money saved, you also need to know your upfront costs. Now, we're going to go through just 3 of some of them. One of the major upfront costs you're going to have is your down payment. This is going to go towards your loan, and it's usually anywhere between as low as 0% and on the very, very high end, depending on the type of, if you have a specialty loan, is about 35%. But average first-time home buyers usually spend anywhere between 3.5% to 5% of the purchase price on their down payment. Another upfront cost is your closing costs. Now, these are fees and expenses that finalize the mortgage. They usually range between 2 to 6% on the high end, but average anywhere between 3 to 4% for each buyer. Now, the closing costs are additional to the down payment. The good part is that a portion of your closing costs can be covered by the seller when requested. And that's something you can speak to your agent about when you guys have that conversation about finances. Another upfront cost to take into consideration is your moving, as well as any unforeseen costs that may come up after you move in as well. So locally, according to movebuddha.com, locally around $1,500 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath is what it's going to cost you to move. But that doesn't take into consideration how bulky your furniture is, where you're moving from, if they have to go up and down stairs, or if you're, that's if you're going to use a moving company. But also you want to take into consideration unforeseen costs as well, because repairs may have to happen when you move in. You may want to upgrade the home as soon as you move in, as well as furnishing, right? Now, this is just a full disclaimer. Do not buy any furniture, especially on credit, prior to purchasing, because that will affect you being able to qualify for the mortgage. If you're going to put any furniture on credit, do it after you close. Full disclaimer. But either way, those are some of the costs that you want to be mindful of when you're planning to save to purchase your home. So the second step when preparing to purchase a home is going to be determining a comfortable mortgage payment. What that looks like can be 3 different ways. You can talk to a lender, which is going to give you the most accurate number based on the debt to income ratio method. You can do it on your own by just taking your income, subtracting it from your debt, and that number that you have left over will give you an idea of how much affordability you have. Now, what you want to include in your debts is subscriptions. You want to include the payments that you make to credit card companies. You can include your car note, your insurance, as well as any other debts that you may have coming out, right? Especially things that are going to show up on your credit report. Now, if you want to go the easy route, you can always use a mortgage calculator. You can use Zillow, NerdWallet has one, your bank will usually have one, or whatever lender you choose. If they have the technology to provide it, they can give you one to use as well. So those are just some options for you. Step number 3 when preparing to purchase a home is going to be to check your credit and polish it. Your credit score is going to determine your qualification and your interest rate. The better and the higher your score is, the better your interest rate will be. Now, I'm in no means a credit repair specialist, but I have done this a few times to know some tips and advice to give. First, you want to check all three credit bureaus to see where your numbers are. From there, you can dispute any errors that may be on your credit score or that may be harming your score. From there, once you know the score, you want to polish it. And you do that by paying your bills on time and keeping your credit utilization low. If you have old cards that you don't use, keep them open. Maybe spend a couple dollars here and there on them, but always pay it on time and always pay it off. The more credit options that you have, the better, because then that shows that you have credit open, but you're not using it. They love to see that. Something that you want to avoid, which some people do this, is getting new credit. If you have established credit and you have cards and a wide range of credit options, then keep what you have. Try not to open anything new unless you are told to do so by your lender. So once you have those bases down, you want to check your credit score regularly. You can do it every 2 months, every month, every quarter, or you can be super obsessed and go every week like some people. And that's not a bad thing. You want to maintain your credit score once you get it to a certain level. So whether it is you're trying to catch up on getting the money saved, or maybe you need to have a certain amount of job history, so you're just building that up and right now you're in the maintenance stage. You just want to check your credit regularly, dispute any errors, and always keep that utilization low. The fourth step in preparing to purchase a home is going to be to meet with an expert. Now, you want to find a local agent as well as a local lender to meet with and have what we call a buyer's consultation. Personally, I call them discovery meetings because we are discovering your journey that you're going to embark on and if it makes sense for us to work together. Now, when you sit down with these experts, these advisors, you want to ask them questions. Ask them about the market. Ask them about different loans when you meet with a lender. Ask them about FHA loans, VA loans, USDA loans, conventional, and different specialty loans that may work out for your particular situation. Something else you want to ask about is their commitment to you. Most agents have this hookup culture to where you go to each house and you have a different agent every time, but no one that's committed to you. And because of that, signing an agreement with an agent that's going to commit to you and provide you a client experience seems like a bad thing because of this hookup culture. You want to avoid those things. Avoid the every agent, each house, because once you decide, or once things go for a downturn, or if you're taking a little bit too long because you can't decide, they are going to drop you versus someone who has committed to this journey with you. So those are some things that you want to take into consideration when sitting down, when taking on that fourth step, meeting with an expert and allowing them to guide you. And just a side note, you want to meet with that expert before you start those first 3 steps, because if they're the right agent, they're going to help you build out those next 3 steps for you. The last step to prepare to purchase a home, and personally my favorite, is going to be to build your faith and your mind. Buying a house is simple, it is not always easy. So you want to prepare yourself mentally for this process. What do I mean by that? I mean, buy some books, read some articles on purchasing a home. Tom Ferry has a really great book on the buying process that you could purchase. You could also look at some articles on research that needs to be done prior to purchasing a home. You can also listen to uplifting podcasts, music, motivational videos that will encourage you to go on, to embark on this journey. Something else you want to build up within yourself is the belief that you can do it. When you believe that you can accomplish this goal, you put the action behind it to make it happen. Belief without the action to follow will not get you to the end goal. You will give up when the times get hard, when it seems like you can't do it. You need that belief, you need the action to follow it in order to endure through the process when and if obstacles come up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As a reminder, don't forget to like if you found it helpful, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and leave me a comment on the next video you'd like to see. Hope to see you again soon.